What's up guys, Pix here, bringing you another FUT Champions squad builder, and in goal we're going to have Handanovic, who is hands down the best keeper in the Serie A that I've used. I've also used Buffon, so to say that is a huge statement to make, and Handanovic is ridiculous, and he's easily a top 3 goalkeeper for me on the entire game. I'll show you guys a couple of examples here. You look at the saves he just made there, a double save, and once again you'll see another double save of a different type, where he comes off his line and still manages to position himself well enough to make the second save. He's absolutely perfect. He's tall as hell, he has great diving reflexes, positioning, and handling. His kicking stats not the greatest, but it doesn't make a difference at all in game. He comes off his line really well. He's just perfect. He had very few bad games that I can even remember. And then Thiago Silva and Miranda, you just don't get more solid, I don't think. They're so good. This is easily the best center back pairing I've used on this game. Thiago Silva, he's great, man. He is one of the best center backs I've used. He's fast, he can dribble, he can pass as well. As long passing is really great, and his defending is just unmatched. And Miranda as well, man, so good. He's got me 2 goals, 2 of which I didn't record it. So I didn't get any of his goals recorded, but he did score me 2 off of corners, I believe they were. And he always gets me goals. He always gets me assists, man. He's just one of my favorite center backs. He's easily up there in my top 3. He's just one of my favorites. So good, so consistent, always makes tackles. He's always where I need him, and he's just so reliable. And then we have Danilo and Kurzawa as our fullbacks here. And Kurzawa did manage to get me a goal, a jammy little goal off a corner, but it is a nice little finish that he managed there. And he does have decent finishing. And if you look at his in-game stats, he has like finishing around the 70s, which is pretty good. But he's still a well-rounded guard. He does a bit of everything. He does not feel as slow or sluggish as you might think he will with his 79 pace. He definitely felt a lot quicker than I was expecting, maybe because of the shadow card I had on him. And then we have Danilo at right back. Didn't really do much at all as far as goals and assists, but he's a very solid defensive player, surprisingly, and also he's great going forward. He does offer a lot to your team, as he does have the all-around 70 plus stats. He just does a bit of everything. He does a bit of everything very well. And then we have Fernandinho, just a well-rounded, amazing center mid. I love using him, man. He gets me goals, gets me assists, he wins tackles. His interceptions are really great. He can dribble, pass. He honestly does everything. He's so good, and he's pretty cheap as well. I mean, around 6,000 coins I sold him off for, I think, after FUT Champions. And having said that, I lost a lot of coins on this team after FUT Champions, but it was definitely worth it because this is by far my most successful team yet I've used in FUT Champions. I got to Gold 1 with this team, which is 2 ranks higher than I got with my last team. And hopefully next week I can possibly get Elite 3, which is always the goal. I mean, the goal is always to get to Gold 1, but I finally got it, so now my goal is Elite. And then we have David Silva, who's right in the middle there in the midfield. Does a great job to link up play, hold the ball with his ball control and balance. He's really agile as well, so his dribbling is fantastic, creates chances extremely well. He's one of the best passers of the ball that I've used. He's not the greatest of shooters. Like, I got him into a few goal-scoring positions. He doesn't exactly have the best of finishing. He did get unlucky a few times here and there with distant shooting, but he was a great center mid. I think that he did a really good job. He put in a little bit of work here and there with his tackling, but the one thing I did not like about him whatsoever was his stamina. He did not have the required stamina to play the entire 90 minutes in the midfield, which is the one thing I can say I didn't like about him. But Busquets, great center mid. You can replace him with pretty much any Spanish center mid in La Liga. It doesn't really matter, but I wanted to go with him because I really wanted to try him, see if he was as good as people have told me that he is. And he really was good. I mean, he's slow, he's sluggish, he can't really dribble, but he has decent enough ball control to hold up play in the midfield. And his tackling and interceptions are absolutely ridiculous. He's an absolute tactician. He's so good defensively, although his shooting is terrible. He's slow, he's not great at dribbling, but he was a good defensive center mid. Then Iñaki Williams as right forward. You might think that he might not hold his own in a team like this with all these super players up there, but he really did. And he is one of my favorite right wingers on the game. That's like the stuff that he pulls off, man. He's so good. He's easily the cheap Bale. I mean, that's a title that I think more people should be giving to him. He really is a cheap Bale. I mean, he does a bit of everything that you want a winger to do, or a right forward, or even a striker. He can run. I mean, he's fast as hell. Absolutely rapid on this game. He's strong as hell too. He has like 84 strength, I believe. He's not the most aggressive, but his strength is enough to hold off players. And he seems to make good runs. He has good positioning as well. I really did enjoy that part of this card. His passing was good. He can set up plays, got tons of assists for the team. I believe he's got the top assist for the team, as a matter of fact, which is not nothing. That's pretty damn good. And he can bang them in. His finishing stat is like 74, I think. And he does definitely show that in game. In fact, it feels even better in game because he finishes very easy. And if you look at his composure stat and his in-game stats, I'm not really sure what exactly that affects too much because his composure is like 40 something, but you wouldn't know it in game because he's so composed in front of goal. and he just puts chances away and scored me some very important goals. In fact, he scored me the goal that actually brought me into Gold 1 with, I believe, 1 game remaining. So he was pretty much the savior of this team in the end, and he was incredible. He was one of the better players on this team, honestly, just constantly performing well every single game. He contributes to a goal almost every single game. I mean, with the goals and assists he got, statistically, he actually did contribute to a goal almost every single game, and it does show. He's ridiculous. Definitely holds his own in this team of giants like Douglas Costa and Busquets and Silva. Holds his own very well. And here we have Douglas Costa, who I can honestly say is one of my favorite players on the game. And I'm not just talking about wingers. I'm talking about in general players on this game. He was so good and incredible fun to use as well. He's absolutely rapid. He feels like a better, more bulky version of Cuadrado, just an overall better version of Cuadrado, which is a great thing because I already love Cuadrado as it is, and I can't really fault Cuadrado in any way. But Douglas Costa brings that type of player to another level. He's absolutely rapid, he accelerates so quickly, and he seems to maintain a very quick sprint speed even after he hits his stride. He's incredibly good on the ball. He has 86 dribbling on card, but in game he felt like he had 90 dribbling, 92, 93 dribbling. He was just so good on the ball, and he has a bit of bulk to him as well. So he drops that shoulder, and he's really tough to take off the ball. Really, really tough. Like there were situations where there were multiple players trying to body Douglas Costa off the ball, but they just couldn't do it. He's so good on the ball. Honestly, so much fun to use in that regard. Just dribbling with him was incredible fun. I never even felt the need to skill with him because just simple dribbling with him was so effective. Now, he could also bang them. He had a really good finish. I mean, look at that right there. Hits it on the half volley, outside foot, just bangs it where the keeper can't get to it. He has an absolute rocket of a shot on him. I believe he has 85 long shots and 87 shot power in the in-game stats, which is a stat that I definitely wasn't expecting him to have. And it does help out because his shot was an absolute rocket. He can also finesse them. His passing was good. Definitely a good playmaker. He creates his space extremely well, and his crossing I found to be really, really good. And he was amazing. One of my favorites in the game. Ridiculous player. And then we have Robert Lewandowski, who I paid 200k for and ended up selling him off for 175k. So I did lose quite a bit of coins on him, but hopefully the FUT Champions rewards for Gold 1 will make up for those losses I made on this team, which I think that they will. I mean, the 50k I get alone will be enough to make up for it. But was it worth losing the amount of coins I did on Lewandowski? Definitely, because he was such a joy to use. I mean, he's essentially a perfect striker that has a bit of everything that you could possibly want on a striker, unless you require skills on your strikers in this game, which I personally don't, so I can't really fault him in that area. But if you do enjoy your skilling with your strikers, and you need 4-star skills or more, then I guess you won't like him in that regard. But for me, the 3-star skills were more than enough. Just ball rolls and body feints with him. And surprisingly, he was so quick. He actually felt really explosive. I think his sprint speed is about 82, I think, and maybe acceleration, I believe, is about 79. But he definitely felt a lot quicker off the mark than that. He was really, really explosive off the mark. So abusing that big touch with him, you'll see a few examples of it, including right here, where I just do a big touch past the defenders, and they just can't catch up to him. They can't handle the pace. He was so explosive. And his ability to finish, I mean, he's absolutely clinical. I mean, you'd expect that from Lewandowski. He's one of the best finishers in the world, and in this game, definitely one of the most clinical players that I've used easily. And he can also bang them from range, and this is a really tough shot to make. Usually when I take shots like that one time with players, they don't really connect it properly, and they usually hit it over the goal, or they'll hit it at the corner flag. But Lewandowski puts it in the corner easily, with ease and with absolute power. So it just shows the quality of a finisher that he actually is, and his ability to dribble as well. 85 dribbling on a striker this clinical, this quick, this strong. It's so easy to play with him because he just has everything. He caters to any playstyle, really, and I loved him in almost every single aspect of his game. The only thing that I can say I didn't like about him, and that disappointed me a bit, was his heading. He has the heading stats, he has good jumping, he's tall, and he has really good heading accuracy, but in game, every time I would cross the ball to him, except for one time where it was a completely open net and he put it in with his head, he just didn't attack the ball like I thought he would. Even though he has good aggression, he has great aggression, jumping, heading, but he just wasn't able to get to the headers like I expected him to, so I just stopped crossing altogether to him and just relied on his finishing ability with his feet, and it was definitely a lot more reliable in that regard, because his heading just was very disappointing to me. He's not a very good target man, I didn't find. He's in the air not a very good target man, but he's a great poacher striker. It also his link-up play. A link-up play on a striker, or the passing stat on the striker, is sort of an undervalued an attribute, because link up play, I guess it depends on how you play, because I do play really fast build up plays, so it's good for all my players to have good short passing. And Lewandowski has a really nice short passing stat, and it showed in game. His link up play was fantastic. He did a great job to set up other players. His hold up play, very strong, very aggressive, and it definitely showed when you're holding the ball up with him and shielding. It was really, really effective with Lewandowski. And overall, I can say he's kind of a perfect striker and definitely worth a try. And I think that this team overall was for sure worth a try, even if you're going to use it in seasons, tournaments, whatever. I say it every single time, but I do definitely recommend using it in FUT Champions, because it got me further than I've been able to get so far, and that cannot be ignored. I was so close to getting into Elite with it, I just could not do it. Hopefully next time I'll be able to get into Elite though. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.